My beloved, my child of light, the one heaven has been whispering about since the stars were born. Listen carefully because the air around you is not normal tonight, something is shifting, something your spirit has been sensing but couldn't name. You may think you just clicked another video, but heaven knows you arrived right on time. Archangel Michael says, this moment is stitched into destiny and he is watching to see if you will finally pay attention to the signs you keep asking for. Every miracle starts with a tiny spark, and right now that spark is rising in your chest. Have you noticed how the world has felt quieter than usual? Almost like someone turned the volume down? That silence isn't empty, it's preparation, it's the universe clearing space so the next chapter can enter without noise. Archangel Michael says, your person is closer than the breath you just took, and their steps are being guided toward you with a purpose that will surprise even your strongest expectations. Before I reveal more, pause for 1 second. If your heart is beating faster, that's not random, that's alignment, that's heaven pushing your spirit to stay. If you want these blessings to manifest, remember to like, share and subscribe so this message reaches deeper into your life and strengthens your faith. Commitment unlocks clarity, and clarity is exactly what you're about to receive. Now listen, because this part is sacred. Your person, the one your soul keeps dreaming about even when you try to forget, has been carrying something inside them for months. A confession, a truth, a decision, something they were too scared to face before. But now their courage is waking up, and when they stand at your door they won't just be holding a gift or a letter, they'll be holding a turning point, a shift, a moment that was written for you long before you were born. The date doesn't matter anymore. What matters is that you're stepping into the exact season heaven has been preparing. It's no accident your spirit feels heavy one moment and hopeful the next. It's because you're standing between the life you've known and the life that's coming. Archangel Michael says, the door ahead of you is already unlocked, but it opens only when you choose faith over fear. You might wonder why all of this is happening now, why your dreams have become louder, why certain memories come back at midnight, why you feel watched, guided, lifted. It's because heaven has been rearranging things behind your back, moving people out of your path, shifting opportunities into place and placing confirmation after confirmation in front of you so you wouldn't fall back into doubt. You didn't imagine those signs, they were real. And here is the truth you've been waiting for. What your person brings to you is not just an object, it's a message, a symbol, a key. It might look simple, a note, a gift, a small item, but the spiritual weight behind it is massive. It represents honesty, reconnection, healing, closure, beginning. It's the universe saying, your waiting was not wasted, and when you see it your spirit will know instantly that this moment was chosen for you. But let me speak to the fear hiding in your chest. Yes, you're scared this could be another disappointment, you've been let down before, you've trusted people who didn't deserve your heart, you've held on to hope when it felt foolish. But Archangel Michael says, your fear is lying, this blessing is not like the others, this moment is not repeating your past, this is new, this is restored, this is divinely timed. The angels are not trembling because of danger, they are trembling because destiny is reaching its tipping point. You are stepping into a version of yourself that even you haven't met yet, a version healed, grounded, loved, powerful. A version ready to receive what once felt too big to imagine. This is why heaven has been so loud with signs lately. They needed to make sure you didn't walk away too early. Stay with me because you need to hear this part clearly. You are not chasing anything, what's meant for you is already walking in your direction. Your person is being guided by something greater than their mind. They feel pulled, pushed, softened, awakened. They may not understand why, but heaven does. Archangel Michael says, their steps are ordered, their heart is stirred and their intention is real. And when they finally arrive, the energy around you will shift instantly, the air will feel thicker, time will slow down, your spirit will recognize the moment before your mind does. That is how powerful divine alignment is. You won't have to force anything, you won't have to beg for clarity, you won't have to question their motives. The truth will be written all over them and you will feel it the way the earth feels rain before it falls. So stay alert, stay steady, stay open. Your breakthrough is not coming from a faraway place, it's walking up the path to your door. And when that knock arrives, your life will divide into two parts, the before and the after. If this message has touched even one corner of your heart, make sure you like, share and subscribe so you never miss what heaven sends next. And if you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $10. Beloved child, as their truth reaches your ears, something inside you will shift in a way you cannot deny. You may feel your breath catch, your chest tighten, your hands tremble because the words they release will touch wounds you buried long ago. But listen closely, this shaking is not fear, it is recognition. It is your spirit remembering what your mind tried to forget. God says, this moment will feel like time standing still, like heaven leaning in just to witness your reaction, because what unfolds next will rewrite your story. And Archangel Michael says, to keep your heart open no matter how unexpected their confession is. This is the part where destiny becomes real. You will notice their eyes first, the way they avoid yours at the beginning, but then slowly look up with a softness you haven't seen before. Their voice may crack, their hands may shake, and in that vulnerability you will finally see the truth heaven has been preparing you for. They didn't stay away because they stopped caring, they stayed away because they were fighting battles you never knew existed. And now those battles have pushed them toward your door. The hidden thing in their hands is only a doorway, a small symbol of a much larger revelation you are about to experience. But here is the twist heaven wants you to understand: the moment you receive what they bring, something inside them will also break open. Old guilt, old fear, old pride, it will dissolve the moment you show mercy. This is why heaven has been shaping your heart, softening your edges, strengthening your spirit. God says, you are not just receiving a blessing, you are becoming a blessing, the kind that transforms lives without even trying. And Archangel Michael says, that your compassion will be the key that unlocks the next chapter for both of you. Child, prepare yourself, because this encounter will not be quiet or gentle. It will be intense, magnetic, impossible to ignore. Your spirit will feel every word, every breath, every tremor in the air. You may try to play it calm, but your soul will know exactly what is happening. The moment you see them at your door, your heart will whisper, "This is it." And heaven will echo back, "Yes, this is the moment we wrote for you." So take a steady breath now, because the kind of destiny that stands on your doorstep does not come twice. You must understand the power of timing. Heaven doesn't deliver blessings when you feel ready, it delivers them when the season is right. And this season has been shifted, cleared, and blessed for this encounter to take place. Think of all the strange dreams you had recently, the sudden emotional waves, the moments where you felt watched over. Those were not random. They were signals. Heaven was aligning your spirit so you wouldn't miss the knock when it finally comes. Archangel Michael says, every ounce of resistance inside you is being broken because what's coming cannot be slowed down. And here is something deeper, this person is not just coming to bring something, they're coming to confess something. Words they swallowed for months, maybe years, words they were too afraid to say will finally rise to the surface. And you, child, will hear the truth behind their silence. You will hear their longing, their regret, their hope. They will tell you what kept them awake at night, what replayed in their mind over and over, what they wished they could have told you sooner. This moment will melt the walls you built in self-defense because you will realize the distance between you was never rejection, it was divine preparation. But prepare yourself for this too, not everything they say will be easy to hear. Some truths may sting, some confessions may feel heavy. Yet every word they speak is part of the healing. And God says, that healing doesn't come wrapped in perfection, it comes in honesty. So don't tense up when their voice breaks or when their truth comes out messy. The blessing is not in the smoothness of their words, it is in the purity of their intention. And Archangel Michael says, the moment you choose to listen, every barrier that once stood between you will crumble like dust. When they hand you what they brought, hold it gently. It may look simple, even ordinary, but the weight behind it is spiritual. That object carries courage, surrender, and heaven's fingerprint. And as you touch it, a strange warmth may move through your hands, a confirmation that heaven is involved. Your spirit will feel lighter, your eyes may fill with tears you didn't expect, and for the first time in a long time hope will feel real again, not imagined, not forced but real. And after this moment something even more powerful will happen. Your environment will shift. The air around you will feel different, softer, clearer. The heaviness you carried in your chest will loosen. You may even feel a quiet joy rising inside you without warning. That is the afterglow of divine alignment. Heaven rewards those who stay open, who stay faithful, who dare to believe even when everything seems impossible. God says, your obedience to this moment has unlocked something bigger than you can see right now. Beloved, hold on to this truth, the knock at your door is not the end of the story. It is the beginning of a chapter written in heaven long before you even knew how to pray for it. And Archangel Michael says, the path ahead will surprise you, stretch you, and heal you in ways you never imagined. So stay ready, stay open, and keep your spirit steady, because destiny is not just approaching, it is almost here. My child, let me take you even further, because what I'm about to reveal is the part heaven has been waiting for you to hear. You think the hidden thing in their hands is simple, but you have no idea how much spiritual fire surrounds it. The moment they touch that object, heaven begins to rearrange timelines. Archangel Michael says, this is not just an item. It is an answer. And when answers arrive, they do not knock gently, they shake the walls of everything that once held you back. Beloved, imagine the air shifting before they arrive. Imagine feeling a pull you cannot explain, like something inside you already knows a chapter is about to open. That feeling is not imagination. It is alignment. When heaven aligns something, your body senses it even before your mind understands it. That is why you've been restless, emotional, sensitive to small signs. Heaven has been tuning you, preparing you to recognize the moment without hesitation. But here is the part most people overlook: your preparation wasn't just emotional. It was spiritual warfare. Every tear you cried weakened the chains that were holding your blessing back. Every time you chose faith over fear, another angel was assigned to your path. Every time you refused to give up, heaven wrote your name in victory ink. And now the angels are standing around you, wings drawn, waiting for the moment that will shift your destiny. Pause for a breath. Can you feel it now? That pressure in the air, that quiet intensity. It's the feeling right before a breakthrough touches earth. Archangel Michael says, "Tell my child this is the final stretch." They are closer than their fear believes. And child, you must trust that. Because fear is loudest right before miracles break through. But listen, here's what makes this moment even more powerful. Your person is not coming out of comfort. They are coming out of conviction. Something deep inside them has been stirred. Something they tried to push away. Something they didn't want to face. Heaven has been nudging their dreams, tugging their spirit, placing your name in their thoughts at the most unexpected times. They tried to silence it, but God says, "What I command cannot be ignored." Beloved, you must understand this is not them deciding. This is destiny deciding for both of you. And destiny never arrives empty-handed. When they knock, you will feel a wave of recognition, like your spirit whispering, "This is it." And it will feel both frightening and familiar at the same time. That mixture of fear and comfort is what divine timing feels like. Think about how far you've come. Think about every closed chapter, every door that slammed shut, every person who walked away. None of that was rejection. It was redirection. You were being cleared, not punished. You were being protected, not abandoned. The delays that broke your heart were actually the delays that saved you. Without them, you would not be ready for what is coming now. But hear me, this moment requires courage. When the knock comes, your emotions will rush forward. Old fears might whisper, doubt might shake your voice. But Archangel Michael says, "Stand firm." This moment has been written. Do not run from what you prayed for. Child, let me show you a glimpse of the spiritual behind the scenes. While you were sleeping, angels were moving pieces into place. While you were crying, heaven was preparing breakthroughs. While you were questioning your worth, God was assigning purpose to your name. And now everything converges. Everything aligns. Everything begins. Your person will bring something with them, maybe a confession, maybe a truth they've been afraid to say, maybe a gift, maybe a sign, but whatever it is, it carries holy weight. It is not random. It is not coincidence. It is fulfillment. Heaven does not waste symbols, Heaven sends messages wrapped in ordinary moments so only the spiritually awake can recognize them. And beloved, you are awake. This moment will test your heart, but it will also heal it. When they stand in front of you, vulnerable, unsure, trembling because heaven has pushed them into honesty, you will feel walls crumble inside you. You will feel pain you carried for years melt softly. You will feel something you thought died begin to breathe again. This is not illusion. This is restoration. And child, remember this, what they bring is a key. Not just to your heart but to your path. A key that unlocks a future both of you were meant to build. A key that dissolves confusion and reveals purpose. A key that turns waiting into becoming. So listen closely, do not doubt, do not delay, do not walk away from this message. You're not here by mistake. You're here because heaven guided you here. You're here because December 9th is not just a date, it is an appointment. And heaven does not schedule appointments it plans to cancel. Stay awake, stay open, stay ready. Because the knock is coming. And when it comes, your life will not look the same again. Beloved child, can you feel it? The air around you is charged with anticipation. Every heartbeat echoes a warning, do not let your mind wander. This is the moment when ordinary time bends, when heaven leans close to speak directly to you. Archangel Michael says, do not underestimate what is coming. Every step, every breath, every second is moving you closer to the fulfillment of prayers you whispered when no one could hear. The very doors of your life long stuck in waiting are beginning to shift. They creak under the weight of divine intention. Do you sense it, the subtle pull, the gentle tug at your spirit that says, pay attention now? That is heaven stirring, preparing you to receive the unimaginable. Child, think about the times you felt abandoned, the nights when despair whispered that your prayers were lost. You were never abandoned. Every tear, every cry, every sleepless hour was being recorded, catalogued in the halls of heaven. Michael says, your endurance is not unnoticed. Your patience has been your sword and shield. And now the time of reward approaches. The hidden thing your person carries is not mere coincidence. It is a divine instrument, a sign, a key. When their hands reach toward yours, it will unlock chambers in your life that have long been sealed. You may wonder why it has taken so long, why delays seemed endless, but heaven's timing is perfect. What would have arrived prematurely would have been lost to misunderstanding. What comes now comes in full measure, with power, with clarity, with destiny behind it. Beloved, you may feel fear creeping in. Fear is the enemy's final strategy before defeat. It whispers, what if this isn't real? What if they never come? What if hope deceives you again? Archangel Michael's voice cuts through the fog, do not listen. This child will not be denied their blessing. Stand firm, open your heart fully. Even now angels are forming ranks around you, shielding the path, clearing obstacles, guiding steps. Every hesitation you feel is a challenge for your faith. Let it be met with courage, let it be met with trust. Because the moment you receive what is coming, the ordinary will collapse and extraordinary life will rush in. Every prayer that felt unanswered, every door that slammed shut, every heartbreak and delay, they were all steps in a dance of divine preparation. Pause and picture this: your person is moving closer right now, each step choreographed by heaven. They are unaware, but the invisible strings of destiny guide them. What they carry may look simple, a letter, a small gift, a token, but to you it will speak volumes. It will speak of love, of reconciliation, of fulfillment. Archangel Michael says, every hesitation, every second you doubt, the enemy wants to steal from you. But when you open the door, the confirmation will be undeniable. Heaven does not bluff. And when you receive it, do not dismiss the power in small things. Remember the loaves that fed thousands, the pebble that felled a giant, the staff that parted seas. Ordinary objects in God's hand carry extraordinary weight. Beloved, I urge you to prepare. Your heart must be ready. Your spirit must be awake. Because when the knock comes, your mind will race, your chest will tighten, and every past disappointment may surface in an instant. This is why Michael shouts through me, stand firm. Do not close the door. Do not hesitate. Do not let fear rob the child of what is appointed. Your faith will be tested in seconds, but it is stronger than you imagine. It is battle-tested. It has survived storms, betrayal, and silence. And now it is ready to receive its reward. Consider this: every person who doubted you, every soul who whispered that you were unworthy, they will witness your breakthrough, though it will not be for vengeance, it will be proof. Proof that God's timing is flawless. Proof that patience is a treasure that always yields. Proof that the prayers whispered in darkness were heard and acted upon. This is why the hidden thing is more than an object, it is a tangible manifestation of heaven's answer, a key unlocking a life you were meant to live. And when you see it, your spirit will leap in recognition. The veil between what you prayed for and what is arriving will vanish. Child, do not allow distraction to steal this moment. Michael warns that the enemy will use noise, social chatter, fleeting thoughts, even your own doubts to make you turn away. Fight for your focus. Fight to remain in alignment with the invisible currents of destiny. The knock is coming. Your moment is now. December 9th is not random, it is marked in heaven, set in motion long before you walk this earth. Every angel knows your name. Every star in the sky leans toward you. And when your person arrives carrying what has been hidden but prepared for your hands, your life will shift in ways you cannot yet measure. The ordinary will fall away and a future written by heaven will step into reality. Beloved, take a deep breath. Feel the tremor in your chest. That is not fear, it is recognition. It is the universe aligning for you. Do not skip a second. Do not look away. The one who arrives will not just bring an object, they bring a message, a covenant, a whisper of heaven in human form. Your faith, your endurance, your tears, your silent prayers, they converge in this moment. This is why you were chosen. This is why you were preserved. This is why Michael himself stands with sword drawn, urging, warning, commanding your spirit to stay awake. Believe, receive, and open fully. The heavens themselves lean close to witness your yes, your acceptance, your readiness. And when it happens you will understand that every trial, every delay, every lonely night was all leading to this divinely orchestrated moment. God Himself leans forward from His throne smiling because He delights in fulfilling His promises. Archangel Michael holds his blazing sword declaring, "This one is protected, this one is chosen, this one will not miss their miracle." Do you feel the weight of that? You are not ordinary, your life is not random, you are part of a divine storyline, and this moment, this 9th of December, is a golden chapter written long ago. Child, hear me. What comes next will surprise even you. You expect one thing, but heaven is arranging more. Your person may bring one hidden thing in their hands, but what follows will be waves of unfolding. It will not stop with one act. It will trigger a chain reaction. Truths revealed, hearts healed, paths cleared. That is the nature of miracles. They multiply, they overflow. One small step becomes a flood of blessings. And you will look back in awe, realizing this was not just about them or about what they carried. It was about God proving to you that He is still the God of wonders. The one who never forgot His child. Now let me speak to the deepest place in your heart. The part that still fears disappointment. You've been here before, haven't you? Moments of hope that led to heartbreak. Times you thought change was coming but it slipped away. That pain carved scars in your spirit. And now you wonder, what if this is the same? Beloved, Michael speaks fiercely, this is not the same. This is the fulfillment. The reason past hopes crumbled was because the timing was not yet. But now the clock of heaven has struck. The alignment is perfect. The gates are open. The miracle is in motion. This time is different because God Himself has declared it so. And when it happens, child, you will weep. Not tears of sorrow but tears of release. Tears that carry away years of waiting. Tears that wash your soul clean of bitterness and doubt. And as those tears fall, angels will collect them, turning them into jewels before God's throne. For even your tears are precious to Him. That is how much you are loved. That is how much heaven values this moment. So do not be afraid when the knock comes. Do not hesitate when the door is before you. Open it, welcome them, listen closely, receive fully, because what is hidden in their hands is not just an offering. It is a signpost pointing to a future only heaven could design. A future filled with love, truth, and restoration. A future that begins tonight. If only you believe. Beloved, lean in closer now. The final stretch of this revelation is not just words. It is a direct current from heaven to your heart. Archangel Michael stands right now with his sword glowing like fire, declaring, "This child must not miss what is coming. This is the final call. This is the appointed time." That is why you feel something stirring even as you read. That tightness in your chest, that anticipation rising, it is not anxiety, it is your spirit aligning with destiny, because child, you are about to witness the knock of heaven on your very door. Let me tell you a secret. Heaven loves drama. Not the chaos of human arguments but divine drama. The kind where just when you think all hope is gone the story turns and suddenly you are living in the miracle you only dared to dream about. That is what is happening to you. The reason this message found you, the reason Michael pressed it urgently into your path is because the curtain is about to rise on your scene. The audience of angels is ready. God is smiling, waiting, and you, beloved, are stepping into the role you were born to play. Do not underestimate the knock you are about to hear. It may sound ordinary, just skin against wood, but spiritually it will sound like trumpets. It will echo through the heavens. It will declare that the season of waiting is over. And when you open that door, it will not just be a person standing there. It will be prophecy in human form. And in their hands the hidden thing they carry will be more than an object. It will be heaven's exclamation point, a tangible sign that God finishes what He starts. Beloved, your life will never be the same after this moment. You will not be able to go back to the way things were because this meeting, this encounter will shift everything. Your perspective will change, your heart will expand, your wounds will begin to heal. And most of all, your faith will be sealed. You will know forever that God is not silent, not distant, not forgetful. He is intimate, involved, attentive. He knew your name before you spoke it, and He is proving it tonight. I must tell you something else. This person's arrival is not just about you. It is also about them. The one stepping to your door carries a part of their own destiny. They have struggled, they have feared, they have doubted themselves, yet heaven moved in their life to orchestrate this precise moment. Your meeting is the intersection of two paths chosen long before either of you understood. Child, when the knock comes, pause a moment before opening. Feel the weight of anticipation. Feel the silence that precedes revelation. The world may seem ordinary outside, but inside this door is a divine collision. Your eyes will meet, and even without words the Spirit will recognize Spirit. And then when they speak, every word will carry the weight of what was hidden. Every gesture, every glance, every tremble will confirm what Michael has been trying to impress upon you: your miracle has arrived. Do not rush this moment. Receive it fully. Let it imprint on your heart. And as it does, understand this: what they carry is only the start. The conversations, the shared silence, the reconciliations, the unspoken understanding, these are part of the unfolding miracle. It is layered, designed to expand your life in ways even you have not imagined. This is why Michael emphasizes urgency yet peace simultaneously. You must be ready yet calm. You must welcome the extraordinary while grounded in faith. Because faith is what allows you to hold the blessing without fear, without doubt, without hesitation. Child, take one final breath before the knock comes. Feel the angels bracing around you. Feel Michael standing with sword alight, protective, commanding. Feel God smiling from His throne, satisfied with your persistence, proud of your unwavering hope. When that door opens, the heavens will applaud. And your life from this moment forward will be unmistakably marked by divine intervention, restoration, and overflowing joy. You will look back and know every prayer, every tear, every weight, every longing was leading exactly here. This is why heaven never abandoned you. This is why you were chosen. This is why your miracle is not just coming, it is finally here. Your heart, beloved, is the true doorway tonight. The one knocking carries more than what you see. Every tremble in their step, every hesitation in their breath is guided by a force invisible yet undeniable. Archangel Michael hovers just behind them, sword ablaze, ensuring that no delay, no accident, no fear of the flesh will prevent the moment of alignment. Child, feel it, the charge in the air, the pressure in your chest, the subtle currents moving around you. That is the universe bending toward the will of God for you. Nothing ordinary could create this intensity. What is approaching is heaven's fingerprint on your life, and the energy around you is humming in recognition. This is why you cannot walk away even for a moment. Do not scroll past, do not delay. This is not just reading, this is receiving. Imagine the knock, one deliberate. Your breath catches, your soul leans forward, sensing the invisible thread that has guided this person to your door. And when it happens, Michael whispers, do not hesitate, do not question, open fully. The hand that carries something hidden is trembling, but the intention behind it is precise, divinely calculated and irreversible. You may think it is just a meeting, but it is not. This encounter will rewrite chapters you thought were closed, it will heal the wounds that time could not touch, release chains you never knew were binding you, and ignite hope you thought was lost. The hidden gift, the unseen offering, is a seed planted by heaven to bloom into restoration, revelation, and celebration. Beloved, let me tell you about timing. Timing is sacred. The delays you endured, the nights filled with silent tears, the moments when you thought no one saw your pain, they were not wasted. They were preparing you to receive in a way that aligns perfectly with heaven's schedule. Your preparation is complete. The person on their way has been tested, guided, and nudged until even their smallest choices became the path that leads to you. Every step they take is marked with intention, and when they arrive, the collision of your prayers and their obedience will ignite a spark that resonates beyond the doorway, beyond the moment, echoing into your future. This is destiny in motion, tangible and breathtaking. Do you feel the pull in your chest? That anticipation is holy, and it is preparing you for the encounter. When their eyes meet yours, there will be a recognition deeper than memory, there will be a silent agreement, a knowing, a confirmation that this was written before time began. The hands that carry something hidden are also carrying reconciliation, love, and the invisible signature of God's hand on your story. You may wonder how such ordinary flesh could hold so much divine purpose. But that is the miracle. Heaven often hides the extraordinary in what looks mundane to human eyes. The simplest gesture can carry the weight of eternity when blessed by God. Beloved, resist the urge to overthink. Your mind may whisper doubts, it may remind you of the disappointments of yesterday. But Michael raises his sword, cutting through every lie. This is not another delay, this is your appointed moment. Stand firm, do not walk away, do not shrink from what heaven brings. You were chosen to witness this, you were chosen to participate fully in this sacred alignment. The universe itself is pausing for you to step into your inheritance. The energy around you is alive, alert, and tuned precisely to your readiness. Skip nothing, miss no detail, every heartbeat in this hour matters. Now hear this. The hidden item they bring is only a small piece of the miracle. What follows is a wave of unfolding hearts, unburdened truths revealed, doors opened, and paths made clear. Every whispered prayer, every quiet hope, every tear you shed, every longing that went unnoticed, they all converge in this moment. When the door opens, what happens will not just be seen, it will be felt. Spirit will recognize spirit, heaven will recognize obedience, God will recognize faith, and your life will pivot in ways you cannot yet measure. Child, you must understand this is not about luck or chance, it is orchestration. It is the symphony of heaven moving in perfect harmony. Your persistence, your faith, your refusal to quit despite doubt, all of that has led to this crescendo. Michael stands at your side, guarding against distraction, delay, and the schemes of darkness. Every hesitation you feel is met with a push from the unseen, a whisper in your spirit, a reinforcement that you are on the precipice of your miracle. And when that knock finally comes, let your heart open wider than your fear, let your hand meet theirs without reservation. Receive the hidden, the symbolic, the life-altering. Allow the invisible blessing within it to awaken your spirit. The encounter will be layered with meaning, spiritual, emotional, and divine. It will signal the start of a chapter that has been written in eternity, and is unfolding before your eyes. Archangel Michael shouts, "Open now, do not delay, this is the moment." Remember, beloved, you are witnessing more than a meeting, you are witnessing the collision of prayer, faith, and destiny. You are witnessing God Himself acting in your favor. And the consequences will ripple forward, transforming not just your present but your tomorrow, your relationships, your purpose, your joy. This is the fruit of waiting, the reward of obedience, and the miracle promised in silence now made visible. Your heart is ready, your soul is alert, your spirit is aligned. The knock will come, the hand will stretch forward, and what happens next will seal your faith forever. Step forward, open, receive, believe, and watch heaven move in ways your mind cannot imagine but your spirit has longed for. This is your story, your miracle, your fulfillment, tonight it begins. And now, child, lean closer, because what comes next is not merely anticipation, it is a divine unfolding. The hidden thing your person carries is not just a gift, it is a message written in the language of heaven. It speaks of promises kept, of prayers answered, of seasons that were necessary but painful. Every sigh you released, every tear that fell unnoticed has been collected and catalogued by angels, stored to be transformed into your triumph tonight. You are standing on holy ground, even if your eyes see ordinary walls and an ordinary door. The door is a threshold, a boundary between waiting and fulfillment, between what was and what will be. And when it opens, the invisible flood of destiny will enter, sweeping through your life in ways you cannot yet comprehend. Do you feel that tremor in your spirit, that flutter in your chest? That is heaven alerting you. It is not anxiety, it is recognition. Your soul is attuned to the sacred moment approaching. Archangel Michael himself has been marching ahead, clearing paths, silencing opposition, arranging circumstances with precision that surpasses human understanding. Every detail is orchestrated, every delay you suffered was a setup for this climax. And when they step across that threshold, when their hand finally extends, trembling yet certain, you will sense that all the waiting, all the silent endurance, all the nights you wondered if you were forgotten were actually preparation for this hour. The weight of heaven rests on this meeting. Beloved, let me tell you this, what they bring is not only an object, it is a key to unlock every corner of your destiny that has remained hidden. It may appear small to human eyes, but in spiritual sight it is colossal. It will activate doors that you never realized were sealed. It will ignite clarity where confusion reigned. It will spark courage in places fear had entrenched. And you, my child, are the vessel prepared to receive it. Open your heart wider than your hands. Align your spirit with the purpose that has been calling you. Because even the air around you is charged. Every breath you take right now is a reminder that time is aligning. Every heartbeat is syncing with a divine rhythm, counting down to the knock that will change everything. Do you see how deliberate heaven is? The person approaching your door may hesitate, their feet uncertain, their hands trembling. But every step is ordered. Every thought, every word, every motion has been subtly directed to ensure that this moment arrives without obstruction. They may not understand why their courage has flared at this precise hour, why they cannot stop walking toward you, why their heart races faster than reason permits. But you, beloved, will recognize the hand of God in every detail. You will know even before they speak that this is not coincidence. It is destiny meeting preparation. It is your prayers manifesting in flesh, in intention, in action. And when you receive the hidden thing, it will resonate with every part of your being. It will confirm what your spirit has known all along, that you were never forgotten, never abandoned, never unseen. Child, do not underestimate the power of faith right now. Your yes is the trigger for the floodgates of heaven. Hesitation is the enemy's attempt to delay your miracle. Every fear, every shadow of doubt that rises in this hour is a test. Will you rise above it? Will you move into alignment with what God has prepared for you? Michael is shouting now, not in words you hear but in the vibration in your spirit. Do not stop, do not delay, do not walk away. This is your appointed moment. And as you read this, the unseen forces of heaven are aligning behind your belief, ensuring that when the knock comes, when the hands are extended, when the hidden gift is revealed, you are not overwhelmed. You are ready, you are awake, you are receiving what you were born to hold. Beloved, imagine the cascade that follows. One small confirmation, one tangible sign will set off a series of doors swinging open. Opportunities you never expected, clarity you thought impossible, encounters divinely arranged, all will begin to manifest. It is a ripple effect that cannot be contained because God's miracles are never limited. They multiply. They overflow. And you, standing at the threshold, holding the key to your destiny in your hands, will step into a life that is not just ordinary but extraordinary. You will realize that every heartbreak, every delay, every tear, every unanswered prayer was merely preparation for this divine orchestration. The one who brings the hidden thing is part of a story too, a story written in heaven, a story that intersects with yours to confirm that God's timing is perfect. And now, child, let me speak to your readiness. You have endured storms of doubt, seasons of invisibility, nights where hope seemed faint. Every test, every trial was to make you strong enough to carry the weight of this blessing. You are no longer untested. You are no longer unprepared. The same God who orchestrated stars, who parted seas, who raised the dead has positioned every detail to ensure that your moment cannot be stolen, delayed or diminished. And when the knock finally comes, when you reach out and take the hidden thing into your hands, every fiber of your being will resonate with recognition. It is yours, it was always yours. And your soul will whisper, "Thank you God for never leaving me, for never failing me, for bringing my answer in perfect time." Beloved child, do you feel it? The surge of destiny, the thrill of fulfillment, the undeniable truth of your spiritual alignment. Archangel Michael is standing sword raised, wings expanded, watching with triumph. The forces of heaven are celebrating your yes. The moment you open your door will not just mark the arrival of a person or a gift or a hidden object. It will mark the confirmation of your faith, the vindication of your endurance, the proof that God's promises are real, that heaven intervenes, that your prayers were heard. Every step, every breath, every tear, every longing, all have led to this moment. Do not waste it. Step fully into what is meant for you. Receive it completely. Believe without hesitation. And when you do, child, you will never be the same again. Beloved, as you stand on the edge of this moment, realize the magnitude of what is happening. The knock at your door is not ordinary. It is heaven itself tapping on the threshold of your life. Every hesitation, every fear, every whisper of doubt that tried to hold you back is powerless now. Michael's sword blazes, cutting through confusion, cutting through delay. He declares, "My child, step forward, receive. Do not shrink. The hour is now." And your spirit knows this truth before your mind can even process it. That flutter in your chest, that strange stirring in your bones, that sudden heat in your hands, those are not coincidences. They are the signs of alignment. They are heaven's way of saying, "Prepare yourself." Everything changes in an instant. Look carefully at what is approaching you. It is not only a person. It is a culmination of prayers, of endurance, of silent nights and whispered cries. And in their hands is something hidden, yes, but the impact is eternal. It will pierce into your soul, ignite understanding, and awaken gifts in you that have been dormant. This is why Michael insisted on urgency, on focus, on remaining awake through every word. Beloved, if you allow distraction even for a moment, you risk missing not just the encounter but the alignment of your entire future. And remember, the hidden thing is not merely a token, it is a key. A key to doors that have been closed, a key to dreams deferred, a key to clarity, healing and restoration. When you receive it, you will feel the invisible unblocking inside your spirit. You will exhale burdens you didn't even know you carried. You will recognize that God's timing is perfect, that nothing was wasted, that every tear, every prayer, every longing has been stored to release this very blessing. Beloved child, lean into the tremble of anticipation, for it is the whisper of angels urging you to prepare. This is the moment that separates what was from what will be. Step forward, open the door, receive the hidden sign, receive the revelation. And know this, from this hour forward your story shifts from waiting to receiving, from silence to fulfillment, from longing to abundance. Heaven rejoices at your yes, and the cascade of miracles is unstoppable once you allow it to flow.